Hello guys, welcome to a new video. Thanks for watching. So I'm doing a bit more work on the pond today. So basically I'm just going to be putting the capping wood on. I'm fixing the filter box that I've got over there. I'm not happy with the ball valve attachment I put on, so I've took it off and redone it basically. Sorted out the pumps as well. The pumps need doing. I'll show you that as well. So essentially that's everything really. So thanks for coming to the video. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and like the video. I would really appreciate it, so more people can find stuff like that. Hello guys, welcome to a new video. Just thought I'd update you on what I've been doing. So I've refilled the pond. It's not completely to the top, but it's not far off. I've started putting the capping piece of the wood on. So this is my first piece. That's how I've spaced out the screws. To be honest with you, I probably put a bit too many screws in. But that's how it's spaced, and it's quite sturdy. So I just wanted to show you that. So the next piece I'm going to put on is on the skimmer. Now the skimmer is raised a little bit above the sleepers. So to solve that problem, what I've done with this piece of wood, let's just turn it over, is I've cut an indentation out of it. As you can see, it's a bit thinner, but it will fit on top. So I'm just going to get this on there, screw it in, and then we can work on the other pieces that I need to get on. Another thing I thought I'd show you is I've got this building bucket here full of floating plants, and obviously I can use this duckweed in the actual small pond. I'll just show you that actually. If you put not much of it in, the fish do eat it, but if you put a lot in like this, as you can see, it covers the pond up a little bit and gives the fish some shade, and it takes away some of the light from the algae. So I recommend you do get lots of duckweed in your pond. It does help. Unfortunately, sometimes the fish like to eat it. So I thought I'd just show you the small pond, see how it's doing. I've still got that algae to deal with, but I've been treating it with blanket weed answer, and as you can see there, I don't think you can see that in the video, that some of that weed has gone like a white colour. So I'll be able to get rid of that soon, hopefully. So without further ado, let's get on with putting the rest of the capping on. So in terms of you know, spacing it out, I've put a 2 centimetre gap on that side, and it's about the same on the other side, because the sleepers themselves vertically are 10 centimetres wide. So I just wanted to show you what we're doing. Okay, that's the second capping piece of wood. Just bring you down low so you can see how it looks. And obviously that's how it's looking. So there we go. Second top piece on. As we are. So we get into some semblance of getting it complete. Let's just zoom out so you can see how it looks. So on with the next pieces. So just to let you know, I've been using this boring hole drill bit here. You can see that, guys. I've got a set off Amazon for about, I think it was 16 quid, and this is a little thank you just to say to Jamie at Keeping It Koi. Thanks for that advice. This has done a brilliant job and saved me. I was going to get some of those hole saws, but they're not great at getting through sleepers. This is fantastic, and I'll just show you what I've done. So I've just drilled a hole through the sleepers here so I can get more cables through. and I've obviously had to move the UV, but I've drilled a hole there. That's what it's left in terms of all the wood chippings. But yeah, thanks a lot, Jamie, for that. Saved me a ton of work, that has. And thank you for that tip, really. So yeah, as you can see, got a nice hole there that I can thread my cables through, and then if it's too big I can always seal it with a bit of silicone just to seal it up. But I don't think it's going to be a big issue because I'm going to have a piece of wood counterleaving over the top of this. But yeah, thanks a lot, Jamie, for that advice. Come in really handy, that. And see what else needs doing. Right, in this video I'm just going to show you my pump setup and the elbow setup that I've adapted on this. So obviously here we have our Jaybird pump. I've modified a 1 inch to 1 1/4 inch and then put a hose tail attachment onto that female to female adapter, and obviously we've got a pipe there with a Jubilee clip, and I've put some silicone on. But I just want to show you the attachment that I'm adapting. This is an elbow, but this is designed for Imperial. This is a 1 1/4 inch elbow and with a screw head on, but it may not be completely compatible with the screw head that's actually on my Jaybird pump. Now what I've done is I've put some PTFE tape on there, some silicone a bit further down, a Jubilee clip that goes all the way around, and that's giving me a solid seal. I've had to do that to make the pipe fit because the pipe was a tiny bit thicker than the actual adapted elbow, because you know this is supposed to be 32mm, the pipe is supposed to be internal diameter 32mm, but they didn't quite fit. There was a good couple of mil clearance, which meant this was too easy to slot on, so I had to adapt this. Now I'm trying to screw that on to there, but I was getting a leak at this end here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to smear the threads with silicone, put some silicone on this inside there, tighten it down, let it set for a day, and then hopefully we'll have a seal. That's perfectly sealed, no problem there. It's just this top bit I'm having a bit of problem with, because that's designed for Imperial and this is metric. Sometimes there will be differences, so sometimes you have to adapt things, and I think I'll put a load of silicone on that, and I'll do the same for the other pump as well. So some of you guys were wondering, where's my pumps? There's one pump there, and then here's another pump. This one here is for the retro bottom drain, and that one's for the skimmer and the returns that we've got in the pond. But once we've got that sorted out, it'll be fully sealed and I'll have no leaks. So what I'm doing here is I'm just sanding this down. I've taken off the ball valve, mainly because I wasn't happy, because it was like that at an angle and I didn't like it. So I want to make it straight. I don't know how it happened, to be honest with you. I thought the cement had set, but obviously it hadn't, and it basically moved down because of gravity. So what I'm doing now is I've heated it up with a heat gun to show you the heat gun I've been using, Black & Decker heat gun. I've gone round and round and round. Eventually I managed to cut some of it off with some scissors and then pull it off without damaging this pipe too much. That was the aim, because this pipe is softer than those attachments that we have, you know, like this one here. And basically it was like doing that because gravity had moved the solid weld, and I'd not accounted for that for some reason. I thought it had set and I thought that were it, but I want it to be maybe not completely straight, but a little bit off. But I don't want it to be that way off, because I'm going to have wood underneath here, and you know that would have interfered with putting flexi pipe on. So I'm just in the process of sanding this down to get rid of as much of that glue, because it bonds, the glue bonds to both pieces of plastic. You want to sand it down to get rid of the majority of the glue, and then you can reapply it, and then it'll bond with the layer below the glue. So, you know, unfortunately I had to destroy this because, well, to be honest with you, these are not really that salvageable. They're just plastic really. They're not like the pipe. The pipe's a lot more forgiving in terms of, even if you heat it up and it disforms, it will go back to its original shape. I just hope I haven't disturbed the glue on the tank connector here. Hopefully that's okay. So yeah, sometimes you do things and you make mistakes and you're not happy with it and you think, nah, I don't like that, and then you have to do it again really. So that's what I'm doing here, just getting as much of the glue as I can off, and then we'll reapply the glue. I'll have to use a new fitting obviously, but you know, things happen, don't they? You're in this hobby, you're always learning things, you know. And if any of you guys out there watching this video, I would be really happy to watch your videos if you did something on health, you know, doing water checks and tell me about the parasites and that sort of thing, because I'm quite a newbie when it comes to that sort of thing. Obviously I've done water changes and I've checked for ammonia, nitrites, but you know, I don't know about the parasites such as flukes and other nasties. So if any of you guys out there are interested in doing a new video and you were looking for a suggestion, if you could do something on that, that would be really helpful. So if you come to my channel, I do hope this video and other videos I have done has been helpful. One thing I would like to say is, someone left a comment recently basically saying something along the lines of, if you're having a problem I'll come round and give you a hand when the pond's already finished. That's not very helpful. So to that person, you know, why bother offering when the pond's pretty much done, you know. Okay, we're using the Everbuild PVC pipe cement, so what I want to do is slap a load of this stuff on the fitting, on the pipe, sorry, on the pipe. So put tons of it on, really want to slap it on, because I know the pipe won't be perfectly round. So what we want to do is slap on tons of this stuff, absolutely tons of it. Slap tons of it on, guys. Do not be stingy with this stuff, because you may be aware, when I had a problem with my pipe before along the pond, the stuff I was using, I didn't put enough on. I thought I put enough on, but I didn't. So really layer it on. This stuff isn't expensive, so you know, it's always a good idea to get new stuff every so often. And then, with the fitting, just put a load on. Absolutely load it on. You know, too much is better than too little. Load it on. And because there may be a few voids, because of because the pipe's deformed a little bit, I want to make sure I've got more than I need. If it means we get a lot of wastage, I don't care. As you may have seen, that's starting to set. So it's just a matter of getting that on now, because I've only got the fitting on there. I don't want it to be too off angle. So that's more how it's going to go. Maybe with a slight angle. But that's how I want it to be. So just let that set. It's always a good idea though to put some of this around the back side of it, because if you do by any chance have a leak develop, what you want to do is have it sealed around the back as well. Because water always flows at least the resistance. Right, so it's been on there a few minutes now. I'm just going to put a load of this on here. It's better to overload it with glue than not put enough on. And then put a load on here. Now this stuff does set really quick, so do not take your time. That's probably why the pipe in the previous videos that I've done didn't set properly, because I left it too long. Whenever you're dealing with this stuff, do it in a well ventilated area. Don't breathe it in because it stinks, and do not take your time and do it in sections, little bits, small bit at a time. So that should be enough. So just going to put it on like that. Okay. And when you've done that, just put a little bit around where it joins the pipes, just in case. It's unlikely there would be a leak, but it's better to make sure. Don't be concerned if it don't go pretty. And as I said, I'm still running a competition, guys. If you can guess the literage in my pond, I will give you a surprise gift. I haven't decided what that should be. I may give you the option of selecting which you would like to have out of a selection of things I've got. So that looks okay. So we'll leave it there, and whenever I want to empty the filter box, I can connect a pipe to that. So just to demonstrate, I'll just get a bit of this flexi, stick it on there. Could put a Jubilee clip on if I wanted to, and then just empty it out somewhere. I've got a soakaway behind the pond that I could drain it into, I suppose, an old one. But essentially, yeah, I think that's okay like that. So thanks for watching my videos, I do appreciate it. So please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you find this content interesting. A big shout out to Keeping It Koi regarding these drill bits here. Let me just show you that close up. These are fantastic for cutting through sleepers, really thick wood. The only thing I would say is be careful if you're doing it round a corner and you can't see what you're doing, because you could potentially damage the front grip of your drill. Just be careful. So yeah, Jamie, thanks for that advice. These come in really handy. I got these a full set off eBay for about 16 quid. So yeah, good thing to get. So yeah, please remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video, would appreciate it. So what we've done today is we put capping wood on the pond. I've redone the ball valve outlet for the filter box because I wasn't happy about it. It was too low, and I thought when I finally put it on, it could be impacting or hitting the wood it's sitting on. I didn't want that, so I thought I'd raise it a little bit and make it straighter. So that's something I've done on that. Regarding the Imperial elbow fittings that I've put on the flexible pipe that attaches to the pump and where you screw it on, I've reached out to a few people, asked their advice about it. I thought the best thing to do would be just put a load of silicone on to get myself a better seal, and then put it on tight and then give it 24 hours, and hopefully that'll give me a good seal. I'll find that out tomorrow, so we'll do a test of that and see how that goes. So essentially, really the pond is pretty much finished. One thing I would like to mention though that I have recently found out is if you go back to some of my videos regarding the polycarbonate roof, where I've used these white buttons to screw in the polycarbonate roof into the wood, I've noticed that the screws that they supply are crap. They rust, they snap. I've had to replace 3 buttons with new screws because they snapped. I didn't expect that. That roof has only been up there about a month. So that just shows the poor quality I'm getting from those screws. Now that's a pack I bought from Wickes. I've also bought others from retailers on eBay, but yeah, they supply really poor quality screws. So my suggestion is, if you ever decide to put a polycarbonate roof, use buttons like I've done. Make sure you buy some screws separately, you know, from B&Q, hardware store, wherever you get it from, and get some stainless steel good quality ones. Might cost more money, but it's better to use those than use some Chinese crap, you know, that'll snap and won't last very long. Anyway, you know, thanks for coming to the video. Appreciate your time watching this and what I've been doing today. And yeah, we're almost finished now, so I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.